Oh, Jody Mail. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Bring it in. One should either be a work of art or wear a work of art. Oscar Wilde. There is someone I want to introduce you to. Come and meet me immediately at 462 West Broadway, Soho.
Yay, I really wanted to go to Soho. I'm so excited.
They're saying wear a work of art. Maybe we're doing something arty.
Let's get in the cab.
Okay.
Yep. So we arrived at the address and it was a gallery, the Eli Klein Gallery, and we met with Jodie. She was out the front and took us inside, and we met with a designer by the name of Milan Breton.
Girls, this is Milan Breton. Milan is an amazing New York designer. So incredible, in fact, that he received a standing ovation at New York Fashion Week this year. He was one of only 2 designers, so it's pretty impressive. You're pretty lucky to be meeting him.
Thank you. So tonight you're going to be walking for me in a very special event. We're doing a retrospective of my work from the last 4 seasons. Who you'll be walking in front of this evening are my friends in the entertainment industry, also a lot of press, as well as agents that are also in the fashion industry, and a lot of people in the fashion industry in general. So I need for you to be really on top of your game tonight, and I'm excited to see what you can do.
All right, guys, I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of Milan.
Thank you, Danny.
Good luck.
The pressure was kind of on. It was a bit daunting to know that it's not just average people off the street, it's these people who, you know their fashion, know their stuff, and the 3 of us are just going to be walking in front of them, you know.
So the theme of the show tonight, it's very sort of vampy. I always like my girls to be very confident and almost like old Hollywood actresses.
Yeah.
You're going to be walking very slow through the space. Really kind of feel the clothes, feel the mood of what you're wearing.
Wow, that's lovely. Wow, Jamelza, where are you? There you are.
Do we do the front forward?
During hair and makeup, we could hear the guests arriving, and it was getting louder and louder, and I think that just made us so much more nervous.
It wasn't just normal people arriving, it was the calibre of people that were arriving that made it even more nerve-wracking, you know, that other agents were coming, you know. You want to impress everyone, but you want to impress them most of all, because they're the ones who will get you the work at the end of the day.
All right, we have a 10-minute call. We need to get these girls ready.
Okay, let me just put the center here for you.
I was a little nervous about tonight because it's a hard thing to pull off. They don't have a catwalk in front of them. It's not like a conventional type of show. And when it's more intimate like this, it can be harder because they have to perform, more in a sense. And it's kind of theatrical and, it's couture, and each piece was like such a piece of art.
I heard the music start and the show was about to begin, and I was first to go out, so I think it's quite nerve-wracking when you have to start the show.
Sam looked like such a professional, just oozed confidence, and she just looked effortless and really, really cool.
When I was doing the parade, I noticed that Alice Bedeau was sitting in the audience. I think it just made me feel quite nervous because, she's such a big model now. She's someone that I have to live up to. So, yeah, it was quite scary to see her in the audience.
Alexandra was wonderful too and edgy, but she was struggling in those shoes. She's got to sort out her walk. It was making me uncomfortable to watch her actually walking because I could see that it was excruciating for her.
I was so nervous, so nervous. Because it was a slow catwalk, I had a lot of time to kind of sit there and ponder what I was going to do. Walking slower is so much harder than strutting. I think my first 2 walks were a bit too strong and I wasn't relaxed enough and in that kind of schwoozy kind of way that Milan wanted us to, but I felt that the intense, personality that I had for my first look went well with my walk.
I think Alexandra was maybe the weakest. She was really wobbly in her shoes, and I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be like, I need to get back as fast as possible or I'm going to fall on my face. She didn't really do it for me, and I was kind of like, well, there's a lot of girls who look like you, so, yeah.
I think Zimmer's definitely represents a real woman as compared to a traditional model. But think of Helena Christensen and think of models like Cindy Crawford and Linda Evangelista. I mean, people like that. They were not a zero. I mean, they were real girls. I mean, they had curves and they were really beautiful women. It's very important for people to realise how beautiful someone is before they say, oh my God, you have to lose all this weight, you know? Because I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right at all.
I just felt really alive, and I think the audience was so enthralled by us and the clothes we were wearing. So it was really comforting to know that they were so into us, and I think it was just so fun. I really enjoyed being there.
So at the end, when we were all in our finale garments, we did a final walk, each of us, just a quick one, and then all three of us went up and we just walked straight ahead to Milan and grabbed his hand, and we both gave him a kiss on each cheek, and it was just really special. And everyone stood up and started applauding, and we were all smiling, like couldn't tear the smiles off our faces. It was so exciting. You felt like that model at the end that goes with the designer to close the show. You just felt so special.
The three of these girls have so much potential, and it's hard to pick one as a favourite. You know, it's really hard to do that. I wish them all the best, you know? And I hope to see them in New York soon.
I definitely feel closer to who I think should win. Yeah, there's definitely a front runner for me. You were amazing. It was so awesome. You guys just rocked it. And look who we have here. Sorry, honey.
After the show, Jodie brought Alice down to meet us, and it gave us a chance to just ask some questions, because I guess we're quite clueless at the stage.
The best thing I can tell you is, like, it's great, but you need to be really, like, on the ball and know what you're doing, because if you have unrealistic impressions of what it will be like, you'll give up the quickest. So.
Right, well, it's time for you little ones to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow you'll be shooting your first proper international photo shoot.
Yeah.
And it's a really important day tomorrow,
yeah,
because it's the shoot that you will be judged on, and this will be the decider of the final two. Okay, girls, so here's your address.
Thank you.
Don't be late.
Okay.
All right, see you guys.
So this morning we got up and got ready and headed to the address that Jodie gave us last night. We walked through into the living room of someone's apartment, and it was Napoleon's apartment.
Today is really about your first international photo shoot. Think Sex in the City, think Gossip Girls, think Lipstick Jungle. And I want to see like strength, passion, energy. New York is about great energy on the street. But more importantly, I'm looking for who's going to be Australia's next top model and represent my brand as well.
Napoleon introduced us to our stylist, who is Brian Mauricio, and he has worked for people like Madonna and Elle McPherson.
I've pulled some of the hottest looks from this season's top designer collections for you guys. We're going to start with Sam.
Brian picked out for me a couple of outfits. The first one was a beautiful big Balenciaga coat.
It's really major. And the thing is, you're going to have to really work that, because it's so much wardrobe there that you could easily get lost in that. So that's going to be your really big challenge. The other thing that
when I tried on my outfits, especially the big Balenciaga jacket, I had to kind of become it and do some poses for Napoleon. I had to do some twirls, and yeah, it was pretty funny.